lost a lot.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Geis. And some space here. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you take a big off for a little, and oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. From the 27, Haskins. Anunua's got it, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, it's Geis. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Right there in the middle, 55. I'm on. Six guys, check 6 guys. Under 10.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Hey, Sam on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, exit. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From the gun, Eason. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
56. Squeeze, double. Bravo. Get it.
To throw on 2nd down, Eason. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the ball is knocked out, and the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Geis. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll run with Geis, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Now, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
52's the mic. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's going to wind up and air it out into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Set up, 50, plant. Mark 56. Watch the run, watch the run. Snap.
Throwing on first down, Eason. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
2nd and 14. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
On 4th down, Eason. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Bears 7, Redskins 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a run with Geis. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Pittsburgh. Hey, my 7.
Let's go. My 56. My 56.
Watch the screen. Deep rip.
Operating from the gun. Eason. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Hatchet. Deuce. They go.
They're going to try and throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. On first down, this is Geis. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd down.
From the 41, Haskins. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
From from the gun on third down. Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The final shot before break. Eason, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It's Geis on the counter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Got an open man, it's a noon one. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 28-yard line.
This is Geis. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now Haskins off to Geis on the screen. And some room to run now. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for two.
Check that. One Mike 52 right here. Hey, let's go. Check 52.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The Bears take over. We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. Well, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
56. Check 56. Tighten up.
Back to throw. Eason. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Check 15. Check 15. Check.
Hey, Orbit.
Throwing on third and long. Eason, high throw, but the catch is made. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
Ready.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on fourth and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Mike 56. Hey, get in the weight room. Watch the air. Watch that.
Deep grip.
From the gun, Eason. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane gain, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
64, ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
218, jump. Undercut. Hey, let go.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Man, I got you. 56.
Get it.
56 right there.
Looking to throw. Eason to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
You're out.
They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Geis, he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And a cut to the sideline. A big play there out of Geis. 47 yards. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Being chased out left to the end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Back to throw. Eason got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Box drop. Shoot.
Off the play fake. Eason, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Bears on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Eason. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 21. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go, D.
Go.
All day. Mike 56.
80 weapon.
56.
Say go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. From the gun, Eason got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw again on second down. Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Darius Geis out of the backfield, but it'll be second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Back to throw. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go. Let's go. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Rip left. Rip left.
Now it's Haskins. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
That's right. Check. Crunch. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And, oh, Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
I'm scared. Greystone travel. Snap.
They'll run it now out of the gun. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Let it 50, plant.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Coming to you, coming to you.
Now.
He's coming to you, he's coming to you. Motion, hey, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Washington. And even 60 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
I'm coming for you.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to